worst country in the world to have it in spades. Waiting time is longer than your life expectancy. The more the politicians say, well, you're not my constituent, I'm afraid. No, but the hospital's in your constituency. And I'm still paying tax for it from where I live. No reply there came. Doesn't matter what party it is, they're all corrupt, that's for sure. You learn that over the decades. Something fishy, but not just by name. Closer to home, even worse stuff was happening. The best friend, he'd gone missing in action with more than a few grand. Where the hell are you? The man texted his so-called friend. There's no food, no medicine here. Why are you never here to lend a hand? Oh, I got a last minute holiday, came the text reply. Me and my fellow parasite, well, you know, we're up in the Lake District now. What happened to the $2.5 grand of the children's money I asked you to get out of the house when they brought me into hospital? Oh, it's a bad line, gotta go. See you maybe, you know, somehow. Man discharged himself when he got home and he got arrested by the horns. Changed his will that very next day. Gonna have to make you the sole executors. Oh, that's okay, they said to him. We'll dispose of your estate in the most profitable way. Is it just me or does that seem a bit ambiguous? So I got no friends, no family. Well, I don't want to die intestate. How are you going to dispose of 40 years of collectible items? They have to be sold at a good market price. Oh, we'll tell you that after you've passed through Heaven's Gate. Oh no, okay, I'm changing my will. There's a very, very distant relative. I want to make a codicil and I want to put a name on that. Just so when someone is there, you'll never know if they're keeping an eye on you or not. The solicitor came round and found the man unconscious on the living room floor. Another heart attack threatening to take him out. Woke up in the back of an ambulance speeding into town 1 mile an hour. What the hell's going on? He politely inquired. Oh, your solicitor called us. They found you unconscious. We turned up after a few hours. Didn't you see? Your chest is all covered in wires. Back into the hospital he went. Poor Ennis. 96 years old and with dementia. in Ward 9B being threatened by nurses. Dirtbags. He died one night, 4 a.m. And the man, he was in such pain he couldn't sleep, and he was sitting up in bed. Dark room, middle of June. And he watched as the nurse came in to Ennis's bedside. And she went through his things. Oh, so very carefully. She felt the man's eyes on her, I guess, and she looked and she saw a look in his eyes. And she went out and said to the reception nurse, "Oh, he's died." "I find him unresponsive," she said. Yeah, 50 minutes ago, and then you search through his possessions. To see you on your own judgment day. You stinking bitch. Robbing the dead. Oh, I'd love to hear your confession. Man came out. Gotta take it easy. I know he thought himself. Gotta make the most of every day. Thing is, when you know that the deadline is coming up, tomorrow might not come your way. Because a day to you was 2 weeks to him. Every dawn was a lottery win. And every time he shut his eyes, it was a Russian roulette wheel spin. Just as he was at his lowest, message came through from the family court. Your ex-wife says you've been telling the children you're ill. Oh, it's upsetting them. So, are you mad? I'm on crutches. There's a wheelchair in the kitchen. You think they didn't notice? Why is it the lunatics win? Just the thing a man who's had 3 heart attacks and has got motor neurone disease needs. As much stress as a demon can inflict. It's one thing to be bipolar, but when you're evil, that's just sick. He contacted the solicitor and said, "I've got no money left now. I need legal aid, please, to fight for my children's safe harbor." 3 times he emailed them and he got no reply. "You got my money in the bank, and I've got cobwebs in my larder." So he hunted down through the phone books and found a solicitor offering free wills. And with his own free will, he gave them a call. "I need to change my will pretty fast," he said to them. "Real soon, because Jericho was about to fall." Oh yes, oh yes, oh yes, we're very kind people, they said. We'll be round as soon as possibly can be. And lo, they did appear. As the man lay on the sofa that is his bed and gasped for breath. Mumbling, leaving the children with nothing is what I most fear. Yeah, it's okay, don't worry, we'll take care of everything, they said. Just sign on the dotted line. Beggars can't be choosers, you know. So we took the pen. We're going to photograph you doing this, they said, and they did. They filmed him. You won't see that cash again. The other solicitors, they like to batten down their hatches. And they said, no, we're not going to transfer his will over to you new ones. He owes us money. What the hell? The man said, what the hell are you talking about? Oh, they replied, when you were unconscious, you signed a new will, leaving all your money to me. I'd like to see what I sign when I'm unconscious. Please send me a copy. That was 6 months ago. He hasn't seen it to this day. We want £750 out of you, they told him. Okay, well, let's call in the law ombudsman and see what they got to say. In early November he was told the time was up. He didn't know what to do. It was his Christmas to have his children, but 3 weeks seemed like a universe away. But somehow, I tell you, he pulled through. Weak as a dog, he made it through until the 21st of December. Good night, Daddy, we'll see you tomorrow morning, his son said to him 8:15 as he ended the call. The man woke up at 4 a.m. this morning, and the train had been cancelled. A lynch mob, you all. Isn't it amazing how socialists shit on the people who need the services the most? The rich don't need trains, they can get a taxi anywhere they want to. But children want them to visit their father for one last time. Lynch by name. I have to finish the sentence. Because he knows no repentance. None of them ever do. The man remembers thinking when he was in the army back in the 70s and the fire engines went on strike, and he said to Pat Young, he said, well, what are we doing their job for? Intelligence Corps. Caviar commies! Pat Young said. 2 words that were true. So much for socialism. So much compassion. So much for heart. I'm going to wait for you in the gates of hell. The moment you come in through the gates, I'm going to be there, and that's when your nightmares are going to start. Another seizure the next morning. This time we thought, this time I'm out for the count. I know for a fact that on the evening of the 23rd, he said, I can't do this anymore. But I won't know what I've stored up and get out. He emailed his new solicitors and he said, is everything ready to go? Please tell me, what are you going to do when you get the call that I'm gone? No reply came. Not then and not for 3 weeks hence. The law. That's what is wrong. I know for a fact that a couple of weeks ago, he called up to try and get a GP, since he'd been crossed off the last one's books for complaining. Oh no, you're in the middle of a negligence claim, they said. We won't represent you. You're not coming on our books. But you're the last one remaining. By then his toes had gone purple. Loss of circulation, see gangrene was setting in. A lot of people don't realise is he can only stand up when he's got metal braces, hold his legs in place. A robot below the waist, that's him. They took him into the hospital. 12 hours without a drink. His lips were parched. Half naked, begging for pain relief. Hour upon hour. Humanity, he didn't see a spark. Eventually a doctor, Reese I think his name was, well, I think I know. He examined him and he said, well, it ain't good. You've only got 8% power left in your legs. Should I give up hope? He asked the doctor. Doctor shrugged, well, I would. They put him into some kind of bay. And a lovely lady called Alex, wonderful nurse, she shaved his chest. She showed him compassion and nearly reduced into tears. As she was going on, she said to the nurse who was taking over from her, the man in bay 2 there, I want you to look after him, don't put him back in the waiting room. Oh, the poor man, he's had a few bad years. Well, everybody knows how rare diamonds are. Everybody knows the big one out, you're going to go through tons of dirt. Please, the man begged, please give me some pain relief. It's been 16 hours, you can't imagine how much my legs hurt. nurse came into the cubicle, tutting and putting. Here's 2 paracetamols, she curtly slid. But I can't swallow, he tried to say, but his lips were too parched from dehydration. Jesus, she muttered, what a flair. Through his cracked, parched eyes, he stared into the face of bigotry. You're not a hero, he thought. You filth. She grabbed the paracetamol out of his hand and shoved them in his mouth and put some water in there. Unsurprisingly, he started choking. Oh, look, she said. Look at the water you've spilled. As he lay there gasping for breath, she turned on her heels and walked out of the cubicle. He yelled at the doctor, can you get him an intravenous drip prescription, please? God, I hate my job. Everyone around here is ill. .30 that night. They came to collect him and wheel him down to another ward. Dread. Don't even begin to describe it. Can we get you a ham sandwich? The nurse wheeling him said. There's a ghost train coming and we're going to make sure you ride it. See, we've seen you before, they said to him. Remember when you complained about me the last time that you were in? Waiting to see you again, you nasty piece of shit, she said to the dying man. Cold fear clutched at him. They wheeled him into his bed space. Get on the bed, they barked like they were talking to a rabid dog. Well, I can't walk, he tried to reply. His mouth was numb, his mind an impenetrable fog. You can do it, she sneered. You get by with the aid of a walking frame at home. What are you talking about? How can you possibly know that? We don't need to know things. We can just make them up. If you're wearing a nurse's uniform, you can lie, and it becomes a fact. He feared for his safety. He'd cry, can you get me some transport home? Oh, we'll order a taxi for you. You can pay for it yourself. But I need a wheelchair. His broken lips did moan. Then the staff nurse came in, evil grin on his face. You don't remember me, do you? He said, but I remember you. Write a letter of complaining about us. We would ya? We got a lot of resentment about our lives built up, and we're gonna take it all out on you with the things we're gonna do. And what's been going on in here? I said that nurse over there, she'd been aggressive and intimidated me. She didn't do that, he said. The man said, but you weren't here, so you can't possibly comment. I know my staff, he said. But you weren't here. Are you mentally ill or something to say that you know everything in a room where you weren't supposed to? Oh, you've been very unkind to me, he said. So I got a little surprise for you. As the man slumped down semi-conscious onto the table, wondering when the madness was going to end. Curtain pulled back and there was some security Nazis there saying, well, people like us got a history with family of people like you. Get into the wheelchair, they said. Are you taking me back to the waiting room, please? I'll feel safe there till the morn. Oh no, we're going to kick you out of the hospital, they said. What? We're going to make you wish that you had never been born. You think we don't know who you are and what you are? Why do you think we offered you a sandwich made out of ham? Don't you dare talk to me like that, you dirty, stinking anti-Semite, the man said. Humanity's a sham, they said, so we'll do what we want to you, and nothing you can do about it. Now get dressed, you're going home. How am I supposed to get there? Oh, that's not our problem. You've been mean to the staff, buddy, the security Nazi said. Hear you moan. They wheeled the man out of a hospital. Half naked, distressed, dehydrated. At 1 o'clock in the morning, the temperature was -7 degrees. In his wheelchair to freeze to death. They were placated. People were coming into the A&E department saying to the nurses, there's a man outside, he's turning blue. Nurses shrugged their shoulders. We don't give a f. You complain about one of us, you complain against all of us, you see. We're a cabal, we are the NHS mafia. He's gonna die out there. He's just run out of luck. A young girl came out and called for a taxi and said, "Are you okay, sir?" The man mumbled, "Well, I'm just gonna try and hang on till 7 a.m. when the Red Cross start." She said, "You'll freeze to death, sir." He said, "There's nothing else I can do about it." He said, "I've got no money. I haven't even got any trousers." The girl said, "Look, call for a taxi. Don't tell them you've got no money. Just get them to get you home somehow and then say you'll pay them back some way." She gave him the number and she dialed them for him. "I need a wheelchair taxi," he said. "We've got none at this time of the day, sir," he replied. I gotta be honest with those words. Something inside the man died. "Let's just go for it," he said, "and I'll take whatever you can bring this way." He figured he had nothing to lose. He was going to die soon in any case. He lost the feeling in his legs. People coming to the hospital and saying to the nurses, "What's going on out there?" They just looked and said, "Patience, humanity's dregs. But tomorrow we're going on strike for better pay. We're heroes, don't you know? We must be, because we get our family to phone up all the talk shows and say, all these people, all these radio phone-ins and the news outlets, they don't realize that we're playing them for mugs. All the nurses are heroes. That's what we get our mothers and fathers to ring up and say." The taxi pulled up. I think it was 1:30 in the morning. But the taxi driver wouldn't get out of the taxi, fearing for his safety, I guess. A 72-year-old woman wheeled the man to the taxi, lifted him into it, and paid the man's taxi fare home. If he was singing this song, he would say, "I burst out in tears, I confess." "Please, ma'am," he said to the lady, "give me your name and address or your telephone number." "No, I won't," she said. "I just want to do a good deed." "No, but I've got money, I'll pay you back." "Just give me some contact details." She refused, no matter how hard the man did plead. "God bless you, madam, you're an angel," the man said as she and the taxi driver lifted him into the back seat. "May God grant you the extra 20 years he's stolen from me." Well, that'd be very nice if he did. This angel in pensioner's clothing said, "Because I'm 72 already, you see." That was about 2 weeks ago now. The chest pains the man's had since don't bear thinking about. If I'm honest, I have a sneaking suspicion that he really, considering how he's going to end up dying, he really wouldn't mind a heart attack taking him out. He's done all he can, but he can't fight anymore. They've stolen everything from him. Everything he was, every piece of hope. They've not lifted one single finger to help him. Injustice and infamy beyond scope. Why are we paying MPs? Why are we believing that justice still exists? Why are we bothering to hope anymore? This land's been tainted by the devil's kiss. there's an agency, it's called Kafkas, and they've got photographs of serial abuse going on. These have been fully investigated, the woman said to the man, in 2020. Well, these injuries only happened in 2022, he said. Does the boy own a time machine? I don't understand. You're just making wild allegations, the woman said to him, clutching at any corrupt straw she could. I'm not making any allegations, this is the boy's own text message, you scum! That's what he should have said. But he kept it polite, because he was videoing it. And one day soon there's going to be a price put upon all their heads. I've not made one single allegation about their mother, he said. Read the paperwork, see for yourself, if you don't believe me. The children report the injuries, the children report they're alone in the house, the children report they're not going to school, the children report they've got no food. The children report that it's their mother who caused this latest injury. Well, that's not my concern, sir. I'm just here to find out, because your ex-wife said they were telling the children the real.